What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're drawing DIY Surge from Brawl Stars. Let's get started in the center of our page and draw a large rectangle for the body. We start all the way over on the left side. We draw a straight line going all the way across towards the right. Now let's come down along the side. Going back to the left, come straight down. Then do the same thing on the right, coming down towards the same height. Now let's close off the bottom. Going back to the left, stretches all the way across towards the right side. Let's place a smaller rectangle on top of the body for the head. So on the left side, we're going to step in, draw a straight line going all the way up towards the top of the head. And we're going to take that same distance over on the right, go all the way up towards the top, and we'll close this off with a straight line. Now we're going to add some detail to the head. Let's start by adding that large block along the top. On the left side, we're going to step in, draw a straight line going up, do the same thing on the right, and then again, we'll just close off the top with a straight line. Let's go to the bottom of the block and draw two straight angled lines coming down towards the center. So we'll start with the left, coming in, angle that back up. Now we're going to add that trim along the side of the head. Starting back on the left, curve this out, and then bend that in. Let's go to the top right, going out, and then in towards the same height. And then from here, draw a straight line coming down towards the bottom of the head. Now we're going to move up and draw in the eyes. Leaving a gap in the center, let's go to the left side, draw a straight angled line going up and out. Line this up on the right, and do the same thing. And then we'll place the mouth right in the center. Starting over on the left, start with a curve, going down and then up. And then we'll round up the side of the mouth, going around and then bending that in. Let's close off the bottom with a curve. Starting back on the left, coming down the middle, and then up. And then we'll separate out the teeth. Starting right in the center, start with a straight line coming down, and then on the sides, we're going to angle this out. Let's add two half circles on the side of the head. Starting from the top, we'll step down, curve this out, and then bend that back in, and then we'll line this up on the right, going out, and then in. And then we'll add an opening along the bottom. Starting on the left side, curve this up, and then in towards the side of the head. And line this up, go out, and then bend that down. Let's add those antennas on the side. Start from the top of the half circle, and step out, angle up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw that again. Stepping out, come down and in. And we'll close off the top with a half circle. Now let's move down and add some detail to the body. We start in the center. We're going to start with a straight line going across from left to right. And we'll angle this down and in towards the center. Now we're going to draw a circle tucked in underneath that center point. So we're going to step up on the left, go on the left side, pull that up, and then in. Let's go to the side of the circle, draw two straight lines coming in, leaving a gap in the center. Then we'll connect the inside with a half circle, coming down and then up. Now we're going to draw two large rectangles on the side of the body. From this point, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down. Just going to leave a gap along the bottom. Do the same thing on the right. And then we'll trace the body along the outside. Start by going straight out, going all the way up towards the top, and then we'll close this off. Let's add a circle on the bottom left corner. Starting up here, start with that circle. And then we'll add that lightning bolt symbol. Along the top, start with a straight line. On the left, come down and out, straight in towards the middle, and go down and out. And go back up to the top right, come down and in, go straight out, and we'll connect this down towards that bottom point. Let's draw a panel along the top, directly above the circle. Start with a straight line, go up along the sides, and then we'll close off the top. Let's go to the left side, draw a straight line coming across, angle down and in, straight out, and then come all the way down towards the bottom. And we'll add a few short lines along the outside. Starting on the left, come in, and the bottom will go up, and then from the bottom left corner, angle up and in. Let's go to the top right and draw in a square. Start with this line going across the top, come down the sides, and then we'll close off the bottom. Let's add a thin panel along the top, going across, come down the sides with a short line, and close off the bottom. Then we'll add two small squares along the bottom, starting with the left side, and do the same thing on the right. Let's leave a gap underneath that square, draw a straight line, go back to the left, come straight down, go across towards the middle, come down, and then go back out, and then we'll close off the right side. Let's add a line in the center, from left to right. Now we're going to tuck the lower torso underneath the body. Starting on the left, we're going to step in, curve down the middle, and then we'll bend that back up on the right. And then leaving a gap in the center, let's draw the inside of the leg. Starting on the left, curve this out and down with a short line, move over towards the right, do the same thing, and then we'll round up the bottom of the leg. On the left, curve down and then up, do the same thing on the right. And then pull the legs back up underneath the lower torso. On the left, go up and bend that in. Now we're going to surround the base of the leg with an oval. From the bottom corner, step up, curve this out, come in along the bottom, and then tuck that back in underneath the leg. Let's go to the inside of the leg, draw a straight line coming all the way down towards the heel. Now we're going to work our way out towards the front of the foot, starting on the left side. Start with a straight line going out to right about there. Do the same thing on the right. And then we'll flatten off the front of the foot with a straight line going up. Let's pull this straight in about halfway. And we'll pull that back down towards the bottom of the foot. Let's go to the outside of the leg, draw a straight line coming down on top of the foot. Now from the outside of the leg, we're going to step in, draw a straight line coming down on top of the foot on both sides. And then we'll add a trim. From the top, step down, just follow that same curve coming back in. Let's add some tape along the inside of this section. Start from the top and go down and in. Go to the outside, come in. I'm just going to pull that up towards the center point. Let's do the same thing on the right. Coming down along the side, and going up towards the middle. Now we want to draw that same circle with a lightning bolt along the inside of the heel. Starting at the top, start with a circle. Line this up on the right. And then we'll add that lightning bolt in the center of the circle. Start along the top, down the side, and down towards the bottom. Go back up to the top right, and work our way down. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move all the way up to the top and draw on the shoulders. Let's start from the top of the body and draw a half circle, going out and then in towards the side of the body. Now we're going to leave a gap underneath the shoulder and draw on the top of the forearm. Underneath the shoulder, we'll step down, draw a straight line going up and out. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to come down the sides in an angle, starting on the outside, come down and out, draw the same length line along the inside, and then we'll close off the bottom. Let's do the same thing on the right. And then we'll connect the shoulder to the forearm, starting from the bottom of the shoulder, curve out and then down. Go to the outside, curve out and down. And then we'll add a cuff underneath the forearm. From the outside corner, we'll step in, draw 2 short angled lines, and close off the bottom. And now we're going to tuck the hands in underneath the cuff. Let's start from the bottom corner, draw a half circle, coming in and then out, close off the end with a bracket. And then we'll add 3 fingers on either side. Let's start from the bottom of the thumb, curve the finger coming down and up around that bracket. Now we're going to step down, draw on the second finger, coming down and then up. And then the third finger, we're going to go out and just pull this up underneath the cuff. Let's move back up and add some tape across the forearm. Starting on the outside, angle down and in. From the bottom we'll step up, draw the same angled line. Now from here we're just going to pull this in and then come back out toward the center point. Let's take that and flip it over on the right, starting with the line across the top and bottom. Angle this in and then come down towards the center point. Now we're going to add a seam in behind the tape. From the top corner of the forearm, step in, draw a straight angled line going in, and then continue along the bottom. Let's add a little bit more detail to the shoulders. Starting on the top left, angle down and in, flatten this off, go back up and out. And then we'll add some tape across the right shoulder. Starting at the top, go up in an angle, we're going to move down, draw another line going up, come down and in, and then go out towards the center point. And that's pretty much it. There's DIY Surge from Brawl Stars. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and check out my Brawl Stars playlist. We're adding new characters every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.